everyone. Hello everyone, Marty 6-inch Wrestlers here. I just want to quickly say I am so sorry for the lack of videos. For the last couple of months it's been chaotic. I honestly have lost motivation, I've lost ideas. So I just want to say I apologize, but yeah. But now I'm in a different country. I will be trying to upload as much as possible. Usually, when I'm in Mexico, I often upload more, so hopefully that's going to be the case. Fingers crossed, I upload more. Anyways, since I've kind of ran out of WWE ideas and the DC versus WWE roster video is taking forever, I decided to let's do an animal fighting video instead, and I decided to do an old classic, lion versus tiger. This is like one of the most popular matchups to date. These two animals have fought multiple times, at least in India. But we're not going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about the African lion taking on the Siberian tiger. Who wins? Now, a lot of people think that tigers can win. Most people usually often use the fact that tigers often win against lions, and tigers are stronger, more durable, more powerful, and in general, much better fighters. However, I'm here to quickly say that I don't think that's true. I really don't. Because again, I think what most people often mistaken is that they use the Asian lion, because that's the only one that tigers and lions actually live together. And in comparison, Asian lions are not as tough as the African lions. So I think in general, using Asian lion is a little bit more like a cop-out. But when you use the African lion, it's way more like hectic, it's way more durable, it's way more powerful than the Asian lion. So anyways, who wins between a lion and a tiger? And for this fight, we're going to be using the Siberian tigers, just so everyone's clear. Because if we use the Bengal tiger, I think it will be the same result. But yeah. Anyways, let's start with the Siberian tiger. Tigers are obviously stronger than lions. They seem to be a little bit taller than a lion, which some of the facts that some people point out are true. But I think where I will draw the line is when people use, like say tigers. Oh, multiple times it's been reported that tigers have been able to kill lions. I don't buy that. Because I want to ask all of you, how many of those fights were actually a fight? Like a lion and a tiger randomly met, they didn't prepare for it, they were 100%, and wasn't just because the tiger attacked the lion first, or attacked him out by surprise. Yeah, once you look at it like that, you start to realize, wait a minute, can a tiger actually fight a lion? Most of the time, you would see that, like in fights, where some guy uses a surprise attack because they know they can't win. And that's probably why you see oftentimes tigers reporting winning against lions, because they know they won't win. Like 90% of the time, like in the animal world, you never see a lion and go out to the water. The closest they will probably be is like near land, like the shore. And plus, the lions are way smarter than tigers. They are. I mean, there are more video documents of lions avoiding animals. They won't win. Now, most people would say, oh, but what about that one video where the lion got attacked by hyenas, a group of hyenas, and it had to retreat? Well, again, that was by chance. It was a coincidence. The hyenas just happen to be there. Lions never go out and fight hyenas on a daily basis because they know that with one, maybe two, they can win. But any more than two, that's when even they're like, nope, I'm out of here. Not to mention, there have been more reports of tigers losing to porcupines because a tiger is not as smart as a lion and it will attack anything, even if it's something that it knows it won't win. You never see a lion go out and fight a hippo because the lion knows it's not going to beat the hippo. But you will see tigers, including Siberian tigers, go out and fight bears and getting destroyed. Now, because of the African lion and Siberian tiger, I'm also going to point out lions are way better fighters. Asian lions are not as good as fighters as African lions. That's just a fact. So that's why I think you should use the African lion, not the Asian lion, because if you use the Asian lion, you gotta think of the environment and how many opponents the lion actually fights. It's gonna be almost none. Because when I think of animals and like with Asian lions, I think of like buffaloes. With African lions, I think of thousands, hyenas, hippos, giraffes, zebras, elephants, rhinos, like those kind of creatures. And I think even cheetahs live in Africa as well. So even lions and cheetahs come in contact with one another. But when you look at the Siberian tiger, it has moose, elk, deer, buffalo, bear, and obviously others, but you get the point. So who wins between a lion and a tiger? Who actually wins? And it isn't just the case of a tiger attacking a lion. Well, tigers have better bite force. Excuse me. The tiger has a better bite force. But I don't think that's going to be enough. The reason why I don't say it will be enough is because, while bite force is obviously impressive, lions have dealt with bite forces very similar. Hyenas have a huge bite force. And so does the hippopotamus. However, the only advantage I think the tiger actually has is just it's physically superior. I think that's it. Lions are smarter, better fighters, and I'm going to quickly point out intelligence and fighting ability are like the best advantages you can ever have in a fight. Because you don't have to physically beat your opponent. This is also why you will never see a stupid person win against a smart person. Like a stupid, dumb brute will never beat against a guy who's a better fighter and is way smarter. You're just never going to see it. Same thing goes with animals. Tigers are very smart, don't get me wrong. Every animal in the animal kingdom is intelligent. It's just that some are more intelligent than others. Same thing in this case. So while the tiger is very intelligent, the lion is just way smarter. It's just physically and mentally is smarter than a tiger. Lions are also way better fighters. That's just a proven fact. When I think of the lion, I think of it when it fights like zebras, giraffes, elephants, rhinos, hyenas, hippos. Tigers, at least the ones in Siberia, seem to only fight bears. Other creatures as well, but most commonly it's bears. Almost nothing. Even the Bengal tiger, it fights buffalo, elephant, and rhinos, but it doesn't really fight anything else. Obviously, I'm missing some, like they both fight crocodiles, or at least Bengal tigers do, but I'm not counting that because that's going to be in the water, and that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about their land enemies. Anyway, so who wins? Honestly, it's the lion. It's obviously the lion. Lions are smarter, better fighters, and I think the only advantage is that they're faster. That when it comes to being physical. But speed doesn't mean it's going to win. In fact, I think the lion actually is going to win because of its intelligence. So there you have it. I think the lion wins. If any of you want to debate with me in comments, we can debate, but it better be friendly. If it gets to a point where it becomes toxic, I'm just going to remove the comment. Sorry, I don't want to deal with toxicity anymore. Already had enough of it. And so, yeah. Again, I just want to say I'm very sorry for the lack of videos. With WWE content kind of being depressing with all the releases. Like, for instance, in my DC vs. WWE roster, I had Sonya Deville, and she got released. So, I don't know. It's just very depressing with all of that. And yeah. But anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.